The next presentation we're very excited about. One of our core pillars of World Chefs is sustainability, which is deeply rooted in our partnership with Electrolux Food Foundation. Thank you. Electrolux Food Foundation. Over the years, this partnership has grown with a community of volunteers expanding globally, all working to drive meaningful change. Today, we're here from Shonah Chalmers with How to Feed the Planet. She's the chairman for How to Feed the Planet, and Cosimo, Scarano, head of Electrolux Food Foundation, about the incredible work they've been doing for the past 2 years and how you can get involved today. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shonah and Cosimo. Click here. And you know you're introducing the panel after.
Yeah. I'm good with it. Yeah, you take that. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yay, all awake. So today we are going to talk to you a little bit about a lot of the amazing work that we've done together with Electrolux Food Foundation and the Feed the Planet Committee. I love my committee. All my committee members are fabulous. They show up in so many different ways, and Electrolux Foundation allows us to do so much of this great work. Let's start at the beginning here.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for the introduction, Shonah. And thank you, everyone, for being here for this session, but also for allowing us to have this space and speak about what we do together in the Feed the Planet partnership. One thing that I keep repeating every time that I speak about Feed the Planet in front of this audience is that I know that we, as Electrolux Food Foundation, have been partnering with World Chefs to create this since the very beginning, together with other amazing partners like Custom Culinary and IASEC. But I really want to insist on how much this partnership and these projects belong to the chef community and how important are they to shape our society in the same way and going in the same direction that the chefs community around the world want society to proceed and evolve.
Absolutely.
So we know already, we said it several times, it's common knowledge that there is a huge problem with how much food is wasted globally every year. It's a huge amount. We are talking about 1 every 3 kilos of food every year that just doesn't serve for human consumption. We speak a lot, especially nowadays in the current geopolitical scenario and lots of things happening around the world, about the fact that food is becoming inaccessible to more people. So the direction of the decrease in the number of people affected by hunger around the world is flattening, and in some cases, in some regions, is increasing again. So there are threats to the improvements that we were having in providing access to food to as many people as possible around the world. And the fact that this huge amount of food just doesn't even get out of the fields or doesn't get into supermarkets or inside the houses, it is a huge problem. Honestly, it's like unacceptable having almost 1 billion people not getting enough food on their table, and at the same time we are allowing 1/3 of all the food that we produce to go to waste. Of course, there are several factors getting into that. Lots of productions just stay in the field for a number of reasons. A very big amount of food is lost during transportation, during the logistic of food, during the food journey, right? Inside supermarkets, sometimes into restaurants, people leaving things on their plates. But also a huge amount of meals is actually wasted inside our households. We are talking about 1 billion meals a day that are wasted by people like us,
consumers,
inside our houses. It's that small portion that stays in the plate when you finish your lunch or breakfast or dinner. All of them sums up to 1 billion meals every day. So if we even take just that part of food waste, which is a smaller part of the bigger global problem, that would be already enough to provide more than 1 meal a day to every person that is not getting that meal, enough food, every day on their table. So we have a big responsibility here. And of course, chefs play a huge role in this, into spreading awareness and educating people about that. But also an interesting fact about the amount of resources that are used to produce this food that then is eventually wasted. You know, people used to think, okay, the leftovers that I have on my plate, the small portion, the
Doesn't
small
matter.
couple of forks that I leave on my plate, it doesn't really matter. That's not contributing to this huge problem. But billions of people doing that, then it adds up to a global issue. And the fact that 28% of all the agricultural land in the world is used to grow food that then is ultimately wasted, is just mind-blowing. And you say, okay, 28% is not that bad. This is even less than a third, whatever. Well, that's actually the size of Canada.
Sorry.
Twice. So you take twice Canada. We are cultivating that huge amount of land using resources, soil, energy, people working, most important part as well. Like, we put lots of resources into producing food that nobody will eat. It will just finish in the trash bins. Is this something that we can afford in today's world, with the current issues that we have, with global warming, climate change, people suffering in many regions around the world? This is just something that has to stop. And this is why with Feed the Planet, we have lots of initiatives going on to inform people, to make people aware about these issues, and then try to inspire them to take action. And when we say take action, it's not something that dramatically changes the way that they live their lives or their daily habits. It's just telling them 3 times a day, you have the opportunity to make a choice. You can decide to eat something that adds pressure and worsens certain issues, or you can make mindful food choices and reduce food waste, increase biodiversity, help people that produce sustainable foods, reduce certain ingredients consumptions that just cause too much trouble in the environment. It's just about letting people understand that this is a problem today and cannot be a problem tomorrow, because otherwise there will not be a planet to produce food for everyone tomorrow. So in order to measure this impact, when we sat down with World Chefs and the partners in the very beginning of the partnership 10 years ago, we're like, okay, we want to measure how we deliver on these initiatives, how many people we actually make aware or educate about these topics. And then we set some goals. The ones that you see here, 1 million people engaged, which means educated in our terminology, and 6 million meals donated. Those are new goals that we just launched end of last year. Why? Because the previous goals, they were achieved 6, 7 years in advance. We managed to educate, yes, thank you. We managed to educate, we wanted to educate 300,000 people by 2030. Today, we're already above 400,000, and we said, okay, now let's go for 1 million. That's the power of chefs reaching out to thousands of people in many countries and talk about food and sustainability. We wanted to donate 3 million meals to people in need. During the pandemic, we had lots of initiatives from different chefs in many countries, just cooking, packing, and donating meals to people in need in their local communities. And 3 million meals were donated in just a couple of years. So this is what I believe is the real power of the White Jacket. It's about going out there, make the job done, and then changing lives of millions of people around the world. So you will see that from 2016 to 2030, we have put in place a number of initiatives. These are the numbers that were measured a couple of weeks ago, so they might differ from others that you may have seen until now. But it's a growing path. We are reaching more and more people, and we are scaling up initiatives to make this transition to sustainable food systems happen as quick as possible. Those are the initiatives that we have co-created together with World Chefs and Custom Culinary and IASEC. We have different target audiences. We speak with kids. You might recognize Food Heroes, of course, but also we try to teach adults about food and sustainability. We train unemployed people to hopefully start a career in the culinary industry. And we also bring content for chefs into culinary schools, like with the sustainability education. And we also have a part that is helping people in need. So, of course, we do this with global partnerships, with Red Cross or World Food Program, but also World Chefs Without Borders is an important piece of this way of impacting people, helping people when there is an emergency through food. If we want to do a little recap of the kind of initiatives that we have lighter and shorter duration initiatives, which we call engagement, right? And it's about teaching people in a kind of a quick way about what's wrong with food systems nowadays and how they can adopt small changes, very easy habits to change the way that they impact and participate of this journey. Food Heroes is the most famous one, the one that brings in the highest number, is this 50 minutes workshop that we deliver into schools or communities, any place where we can find groups of kids that are happy to know about sustainability.
Can I jump in? Just
yes,
on
of
this
course.
one? I had looked when I first took over as chair of Feed the Planet to see what world chefs had done in Food Heroes, how many young people we had educated. And I was like, because at that time there was 350,000, right? And now at 400,000. I'm like, how many did we do? We have any guesses? This is totally off the cuff. He has no idea I'm doing this. Come on, give me a guess. Peter, what do you think? 200,000. Okay. Tell me, Andy, what do you think? By world chefs. 120. 120,000. Okay. So in 2025, our world chefs educated 200 children. Wah, wah, wah. 200.
Without 1,000, just 200.
So our committee decided together we would do more for 2024. This was for 2025. We in our committee alone, just with our committee members, quadrupled that number. We decided we're going to do this. We're going to start sharing it. We're going to start doing it. It hasn't been presence of mind, and we really want to put it out there. The partnerships that Electrolux Food Foundation and ISIC, the young professionals, have been carrying the load. Not that they can't and not that they shouldn't, but we need to start doing this. Give me 1 hour of your next year. 1 hour. That's all I'm asking for. Everything's there, the curriculum's there, you find a few kids, talk to your nieces and nephews. I know this is not a plug you're heavy on because we have great numbers for this, but I want you all in white coats to inspire young people to do this and learn how to waste less food, try new vegetables, and clear your plate.
Eat more plants.
Eat more plants. It's 3 things.
I think you need to do the Food Heroes workshop as well.
I know, it's been too long, right? So that was just my aside, just so you have that in the back of your head. Carry on, Cosimo, sorry.
Thank you. No, thanks so much. No, that's actually true. Thank you. That's actually true. This is a content that has been developed together with you. It has World Chef's logo everywhere on it. So it's a flagship initiative of this partnership and your association. So of course, we would be very happy if more chefs would decide to take this content and bring to their local communities, impacting thousands of kids every year. And also the young chefs, of course. We have partnered before with young chefs in Finland and Sweden to deliver this. We have lots of young people in general through the ISAC partnership going into schools to teach this to kids between the age of 7 and 12 years old. So reach out to Shonah and the Feed the Planet committee if you want to get involved.
Yes, please.
But then the Food Heroes is a theory, you know, it's a lesson, it's a PowerPoint. So we said, okay, but we also want to teach kids how to cook already these delicious, zero-waste, sustainable meals. So we have created also a series of video lessons where kids are teaching other kids how to cook. There's a kid chef. I don't know if they have the certification as chefs. They are like 8 to 10 years old, maybe. But they teach other kids how to prepare these simple recipes. It's like guided video lessons with all the...
They're trying to get the QR code.
Sorry? Yes, of course. That, you know, people can use into schools. We've been promoting this into public schools in UK, Sweden, and Finland. So we get in touch with the schools, we speak with the teachers that teach home economics, and then they just download this content for free and include this into their school curriculum and keep delivering this to thousands of kids.
Great videos, like young kids, like little people doing food. It's so engaging for other young kids to see, right?
We'll have new videos coming out very soon. For adults, we have created the replay.com website. It's been around for a few years. I see Chef Wojtek here. There's also a couple of recipes from him over there. It's a website. It's a platform that is constantly updated to provide inspiration to people about how to eat more sustainably. The messages, as you said, are the same as in every initiative that we do in partnership with World Chefs. We can improve the planet's conditions and human health by eating more plants, wasting less food, and diversifying our diets. We have added last year a page that is about sustainable recipes, innovative recipes that reimagine what means to eat sustainably. So there you will see like hundreds of them nowadays, but if you go there, you get our contact and you reach out to Shonah or to the Food Foundation account and say, hey, I have a recipe that I came up with, or I would just like to suggest this to be included into the recipe page. We are super happy to do that. We are happy to do this by also giving you credits. So feel free to share. You will be featured on the website, and you will help us also bring new content to people that want to learn how to eat more sustainably. Right?
Perfect, yes, yes. Anyone can do this, right? All of us.
The other program that it's a bit longer duration ones, and many of you know already, I see Nicole there from the Swedish Chef Association that is a big supporter of this in Stockholm. It's the culinary training program that we offer for free to people that come from minorities or struggle to find a place in nowadays job market. We have launched this originally in Brazil 8 years ago. Today, it's a global program. You see the current locations. We had more before for different reasons. We had to shut down a couple of locations, but these are the ones that we have today. We have 2 new locations in Chile and Thailand to be open by the end of the year, hopefully, with the support of the local chef associations and local trainers. I want to just quickly mention the case of St. Lucia,
yes.
Because St. Lucia is one of the examples of how chefs can drive this type of projects and change. So there is a chef there, Chef Jordan Norbert, that just heard about this initiative thanks to the content share before and after the Congress or on World Chefs channels. And she said, I want to have this program in my community in St. Lucia. There's a lot of women that have a number of issues, and they would really use this opportunity to start a career in the culinary industry. Can we provide this to them? We spoke with Chef Jordan. Shonah did all the quality checks
Framework,
to understand if the content was aligned with something that World Chefs could certify. And then we launched this program 2 years ago, and so far we had more than 100 women in St. Lucia that got training and then started their own small food business. They are working in professional kitchens in St. Lucia, and they're supporting the tourism and culinary industry in that small island that really needed trained people to work and respond to the needs of the local industry. So she did everything by herself. She got in contact with Shonah and us, and then she said, I want to do this. I want to be responsible for doing this in my community. And she just went with it. We provided all the support, we provided funding as well, and then she is changing lives every year.
She found a school so she could do it after school so that people with kids, they would be able to be taken care of or during school hours. She found logistics to get them there if they needed. They got local food makers to donate their surplus food items. They did a big finale at the end where they got to showcase their talents. They did videos of this, and then she even connected them with local hotels and restaurants. She had this already set up with the tourism board so that these people would be employed there. A lot of them are entrepreneurial and did their own, but they had opportunities to go to these places, and the success rate was fabulous too, right?
Yes, we're talking about an employment rate 6 months after the conclusion of the program that is around 70%. That means 2 out of 3 people that complete the program is able to find a job in just 6 months, under 6 months after the conclusion of the program. We did a benchmark. Thank you. We did a benchmark of similar programs working with the same audience, and the employment rate doesn't go above 30% usually. It's very difficult. We work with people that are struggling in their lives. First of all, it's a miracle if they can manage to finish a 2-month program, coming every day inside the kitchen, and then that they stay committed until they find a job and contribute to the type of change that we want to bring to society. So far it's been 1,800 people, a bit more than that, globally. Lots of them are already shaping the food industry from the inside, contributing with all the sustainable culinary workplace skills that they've learned through this program. And then the last initiative is something that you already shared about yesterday with Mark. So I'll let this one.
Yeah, I'll be really quick because our time is flashing very quickly. So everyone knows about our curriculum. If you haven't taken it, you should be. It's completely free. You can do it on your own time. There's quizzes. You could go back and read over it. If you have any troubles with it, just reach out to the office. We've got, I think it's almost 17,000 trained chefs globally now. The big exciting, if you weren't here yesterday, is we have the new piece. This QR code will take you to sign up if you want to know more or you want to register to be a trainer for our new regenerative kitchen education. This is our Sustainability 2.0, teaching you about hero ingredients, how to do really big changes without a lot of huge effort or cost to your company of where you're at. This curriculum is going to put you head and shoulders above other people, other educators, other companies, other food makers, right? That'll be on June 23rd. It's a Tuesday. And this, we've recently launched, is our Instagram page for Feed the Planet. We are sharing some of what we're doing. It is still very young. If you want to see what we're doing, if you're doing something that is sustainable or really great for the planet or inclusivity, please send it to me. I'm happy to share it through here. I want to showcase our chefs. So far, I've been showcasing our committee members and what they're doing, but I'd love to share more of what you all are doing in your spaces. So feel free to send it through backdoor message, and I will happily post and make a beautiful Canva post to share about what you all are doing as well. And that's my plug for that.
And if I can just finish by saying, how grateful we are at the Electrolux Food Foundation to partner with the chefs community. It's not maybe common knowledge. So when some companies create foundations and then, interact with specific audiences, some people say, okay, there's something behind it, there's a marketing hook, that they want to sell something. Well, in this case, the proof of this is that nowadays we are a separate company from Electrolux Professional. I know not so many people know, but Electrolux Group and Electrolux Professional Group, they are two separate companies. And we are with Electrolux Group that just sells domestic appliances. So we don't come here and interact with chefs with the purpose of selling professional appliances to the chefs community. We are here because we have the same vision. We've been sharing the same vision and values with the rest of the partners since day one. We want to change the world, impact society through food. And this is what we do daily without anything in return. So thank you for supporting us, and we hope this can grow even more.
10 years strong.
Thank you.
Jeffrey.
I just want to say something.
Yeah, I have.
These activities, these sponsorships, these partnerships are for us, for World Chefs. But when I think the challenge that Shonah has thrown out to us, when we see 400,000 children trained, but only 200 by World Chefs, I think that's a challenge.